This is a tutorial about how to set up Google Analytics, Google Webmaster, and Bing Webmaster on a client's website. The first thing that you need to do is you need to log into the client's Google Analytics or Google account. And once you're logged into their Google account, you're going to go to google.com/analytics. Now, if they haven't already signed up for Google, you're going to see the steps. And you're going to click on Sign Up. It's going to ask you for some basic information about the site. So we're going to start with that. Okay, actually, all right, get tracking ID, accept. And here we go. So tracking not installed. Here's our tracking ID. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the client's site. Log in. Go to Settings and All-in-One Webmaster. Click on Analytics tab and pop in your ID and update. There it is. Alright, so now we're going to go back to Google Analytics. We're going to make sure that we check subdomain names on. We don't need any multi-level top domains because we don't have any of those. And we're going to hit Save. Now if you refresh this page, it should show you that the tracking's installed. You may want to come back and check this a little bit later, but this is what we're looking for it to say tracking installed. Next, we're going to click on Property Settings. And we're going to come down here and we're going to click on the Webmaster Tools site. We definitely want the property to be verified by Webmaster Tools. So click on Edit. It should open you up in a new window. And it's going to say you haven't verified any sites. Well, we have to add the sites in here. So we're going to add a site to Webmaster Tools. Now, if you already have the site in here, or they do, you're going to see it, and it'll say not verified. And if by any chance when you get to this step, it's already been verified, you'll see that list right here, and you'll just check the little button and click Add a Site. So we're going to go ahead and verify the site real quick. So I'm going to click Verify this site. I want to verify it by my Google Analytics code because it's already installed in here. So I'm going to use Alternative Methods. Google Analytics, I've already installed that, so click Verify, and it should say congratulations. Good. Continue. And this is what we want to see. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page. And you can close these extra tabs if you want. And I think I accidentally closed the Google Analytics, but that's okay. I refreshed the Webmaster Tools page, and now it shows my site. I'll go ahead and click the radio button next to this and hit Save, and hit OK. Should bring me back to the Analytics, and it did. Right where I want to be. So now when I come here, it's going to show an association, and I'm going to hit Apply. Okay. Next, I'm going to come up here to Social Settings. Now, this is a really good way to track the site's social activity and what hits you get from other sites. So if the client has other sites that they are connected to, social sites, we want to add those links into it. So in this case, we have Facebook. I'm going to come back to Google Analytics, and I'll put that in there. And you want to delete the http:// out of this. Hit plus. We're going to go Twitter. And hit plus. LinkedIn. Hit plus. And now we know that this is a Google account, so she's going to have her own Google Plus in here. And just click on the open up a new page, go to Google, go to her Plus, come over here, click on Profile, and go to About. And you're going to grab this URL up here. When you grab it, you're going to delete all this extra stuff. All you want is plus.google.com with the number, and that's it, nothing else. So it should look just like this with whatever her number is. And if you're not sure if that's the right one, just hit enter after you've changed it, and it should continue to bring you back to her profile, which is what we want to see. So I'm going to add that in there. And I'm leaving the HTTP in here for this one because it's a HTTPS. Again, same thing with Twitter. And now I'm also going to go to YouTube and grab her channel. If she doesn't have one made, you can skip this, but if she does, we want to grab it. So click on my channel, and she does. So we want to, it's going to be remove this feature MHEE, and this should be her link. I'm going to hit enter just to double check that that's correct, and it is. So we're going to come back to Google Analytics and hit plus, and we're going to delete the HTTP. Now, if anything's wrong with any of these and you hit apply, it's going to say it doesn't meet our standards. So the Twitter one's wrong only because it has this pound and exclamation point, so we can delete that and then go back to apply, and now everything looks good. So you're good. So we went ahead and created all of our social settings. For marketing lists, you don't have to do anything. Custom definitions, you don't have to do anything. Now you're going to come back to profiles, and you're going to click on all website data. You're going to go to users, and I want you to add 2 users, Shar Bennett at gmail.com, admin, add user, and YourSiteNeedsMe at gmail.com. Unless otherwise indicated, this is something that we want to do because we want to be an administrator for this account. You may have had other instructions on who to add in here, so double check who you need to add in here, but this is adding other administrators so they can administer to the Google Analytics from their account. So now that we've done that, we've installed the code into the site, set the subdomain names, set up the Webmaster connection, added our social links, added our users. Next is set up weekly reporting. So come over here to reporting. And this is going to be the dashboard. That's going to have all the data on the current traffic for the site. Some of this is necessary, some of it isn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in the appropriate boxes that we want the client to see. So over here, typically I just kind of go through these different sections, and we want to know new versus returning. So we want to know how many new people, how many returning. You click on new versus returning, and then come up here and click add to dashboard, and select your dashboard, and you just want to choose table. Now it's going to add it to the dashboard, and now you can see the dashboard's changed a little bit. When you come back here this second type, this is important. We want to make sure that we are getting rid of some of the boxes in here that we don't need. Visit by browser, don't need, delete this widget. Visits by the world, depends on if the agent does a lot of international. In this case, she does. Revenue, we're not tracking pay-per-click, so we want to delete that. We definitely want average visit duration. Goal completions, we want to delete that because that again requires setting up goals and we're not going to do that. I can drag these around and put them where I want them to be. We want new visits, unique visitors, we'll leave that over here. And we'll actually move this one over here as well. Oh, it's not going to. That's fine. So now we're going to come back over here and we're going to go to our traffic sources. Oh, we don't want real time, I apologize. We're going to go to audience. So again, let's check through these. Mobile, this is a good one to have. We want to know who is visiting the site on mobile, so this is really important. Click on Add to Dashboard, My Dashboard table. And now we're going to go to Traffic Sources. So we definitely want to know where people are coming from. Where are they coming from? Is it from your email? Is it from your search engines? Where are they coming from? So again, add that to dashboard. Search engine optimization. This is very important. Queries. These are some of the keywords that she is ranking for currently. These are the number of impressions it's received, how many clicks she's received to her site, and her average position in search engines. So we want to, this is going to be something that's going to be a little bit different. First, before I add this, I need to create a custom report. So I'll come back to this in just a second. Under Traffic Sources, Search Engine Optimization. I'm going to go back to the dashboard and click on My Dashboard. Before I can add that, I need to set up a report. So the report, as I add more items to the dashboard, the report will update itself. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Email. I'm going to put her email in here. I'm also going to add my email, which again, you'll know who you're adding in here. I'm going to rename this Website Traffic Reports for Luxury Florida Homes.com. Make sure the attachment is a PDF. It's set to weekly on Monday. I typically have a little write-up that I add in here because this is coming from the client's Google account. And a lot of times when they receive this, they think it's coming from you or me. And we don't want them to hit reply and not receive a message. So a lot of times what I do is I have this little write-up, and you'll receive this with the video. It says, please do not reply to this email as it will not reach me. And then it says, attached to this email is your weekly traffic report. Please let me know if you have any questions with my contact information. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. It's set to weekly, and we're going to hit send. Now it's going to contain one PDF that has all of this data in it. Now I'm going to come back to Traffic Sources and go to Search Engine Optimization and go to Queries. And this time it doesn't have an Add to Dashboard option up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click Email and change this to PDF. And then I'm going to come here and click Add to an existing email. It's going to show me the one I just set up. And you can see it had a number 1 there. And I'm going to check the box and hit Save. And it's going to add it strict to the current email that's already scheduled. So landing pages, this is another really good one. We want to see where people are going. And if you come in here and click Email, again, change it to PDF and Add to Existing, Save. Now, social, again, really good information. We want to know where people are coming from. So we've already added we haven't added any goals, but we definitely have added our information in here. We're going to come and click Add to Dashboard, select our dashboard, and choose Table. You can also come in and look at some of these other ones too. It's very interesting and information to be able to add. So we want to go ahead and choose this, Add Dashboard. Now you're only going to get a limited amount of things that you can add. Alright, and that's good. So now we have enough information and we've went ahead and set up our reports. I am going to go ahead and add this little write-up here. into the document. So you'll have that, and you can change it as needed. Next, we're going to go to Google Webmaster. Now, one of the things that we need to do inside the website itself is you should have the Google XML sitemaps set up in here. And if you don't, you're going to go to Plugins and Add New. And you're going to search the Google XML Sitemaps plugin. Alright, and it should be just like this. Click Install. And activate. Now once you've done that, you should go to Settings and you'll see XML Sitemap right here. If it's already there, when you go to Settings, you don't have to install it. Once you first click on it, you're going to see the sitemap wasn't built yet. Click here to build it the first time. If you don't see this message, it's already been built. Otherwise, click the message. And then scroll down, and it's going to show you your sitemap right here. Copy. Now we're going to go back to All-in-One Webmaster. Now, there should be a place right down here where you're going to go ahead and paste that sitemap and submit to Google and Bing. And we're going to go type in Google Webmaster Tools. And we're going to go to the Google Webmaster Tools page. And we already have luxury Florida homes set up, so we're going to go ahead and manage this site. You can just actually click on the domain. There's two things we want to do here. Number one, we want to go to Optimization and Sitemaps. Click on Add Test Sitemap, and I'm going to paste the whole thing in there, but you have to delete the first part because it automatically puts that part in there for you. And you're going to go ahead and submit sitemap. Refresh the page when you're done. And it should show you've been submitted. This is my old sitemap, and this shouldn't be in here. I'm going to actually check that and delete it. If you see sitemap rss.xml, that's an all-mode site, and we want to get rid of it. So you can delete that if necessary, if needed. Next, you're going to go to Configurations and Users. And again, you're going to add those two users if indicated in the task. Make sure that you choose Full Access. And that's it. So we're done with that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Bing Webmaster site. If it asks you to log in, you're going to log in with your Bing Webmaster Tools information you've been given. And you're going to add a site. Click on Add. Now you have to find it in the dashboard. These are typically in alphabetical order, so you may have to find it via the www portion, or it might say just start with the L. So let's see. I've added. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my website or my sitemap and click Add. Now it's going to ask me to verify ownership, and there's a couple of ways you can do this. Preferably, I would like you to download the Bing site off the XML. This is only going to work if you have FTP access to the site. So I'm going to show you quickly how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and download the file and save it to my clients folder. I'm going to open my FileZilla, and I'm going to connect to the site. Then I'm going to find my client's file. And then I'm going to go ahead and just push this file over here. Now, the other way is to grab this code, this little number right here. If you don't have access, just grab the number, go back to the client's all-in-one Webmaster, and right here in this section, you're going to paste it right here, and then update options. Now, I am not going to do that because this is not the way I'm choosing to verify this site today. But if you don't have FTP access to the site, this is where you're going to do that. You're going to put this right here under Settings, All-in-One Webmaster, and Bing Webmaster Center. You're going to put it right there. So I went ahead and uploaded the file, which is the better way to do it. Click, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click Verify. Oh, you know what? Actually, I didn't put it in the right file. Let's try that again. Verify. And if you verify it correctly, this is what you should get. And that's going to be how you add the Bing verification. So that's all you have to do to go ahead and set up Google Analytics, Google Webmaster, and Bing Webmaster. Once you finish this step, you're done. If you have any other questions, please contact me, charbennett@gmail.com. Visit my YouTube channel for more tutorials.